BCTV and WB&H thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business, with branches in Bedford, Manchester, Nashua, and Derry. PrimaryBankNH.com. Delta Dental, providing easy access to quality dental coverage for every smile, from your younger years to your golden years, with the nation's largest provider network. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing healthcare to meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center, where meals turn into moments and conversations last a little longer. Murphy'sTapRoom.com.
Cam Hadley to Finn LaMarche. Now O'Toole skating in, fires and scores! O'Toole!
And they can't get it to go. Dak clears the defensive rebound finally. Elsmore dishes. O'Rourke there for the put-in.
Danny Zink. And he dribbles to the bucket. So got up and good. Passway waiting. Now puts it on Casson. Rebound scores. Ruby Koff. Potential 2-on-1. Here's O'Toole with Vitro. O'Toole fires a shot and scores! Messiah. Dribbling. Cut. Has the ball stolen away. O'Connell's just going to burn the clock. Bedford win. Welcome everybody. You're there just in time for the national anthem. I'm Harry Kozlowski here with Bill Carter, ready to bring you this very early afternoon call of Division I basketball between the Bedford Bulldogs and the reigning girls basketball champs of Massachusetts, the Wachusett Mountaineers, coming from Holden, Mass. Bill, this is going to be a great contest between a very strong Massachusetts team and a Bedford team that's been very busy. This is going to be their fourth game in 6 nights.
Well, this is going to be a great test. Getting ready. They're going to get 3 more games left in the regular season, getting ready for the playoffs. This is a great way to get themselves ready. 3 officials, get used to what the officials see.
And if you don't know much about Wachusett, they are 7-2, 3-0 in conference play. And the player to watch for is number 2, Jay Scott, averaging 21 points a game. She is a candidate for Massachusetts Defensive Player or Regular Player of the Year, offensive, defensive, you name it. And she is committed to Tulsa of the American Athletic Conference. So she is going to a big-time program after she's done at Wachusett.
Going out to Oklahoma. Oh,
yes,
there we go.
And on the jump ball here, it's going to be Eva Zink taking this one instead of Mel McCarthy as usual. Yep. And Wachusett controls all the way to the bucket just like that. Chase Scott puts Wachusett up 2-0. That's how dangerous she is. Into the corner, Laws with the ball. Changes direction, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound there by Sophie Givens by the Mountaineers. Long throw a little bit outside off the hands of Hannah Quinn, and turnover on Wachusett, Bedford ball.
Definitely a big test here. This is a top quality team, and it will be a great test here for the Lady Bulldogs here today.
Wachusett has played other New Hampshire teams. Here's a 3 from Muir. That's off the mark. Rebound there by the Mountaineers, and back they come. Lanfer pulls up, needs to get the ball away, puts it into no man's land. Scott chases it, and Scott with it at the foul line. Gets it to Gibbons. Gibbons dribbling, looking for an outlet pass, gets it to Scott, but Eva Zink is able to knock it away from her.
This is going to be a great chance for defense here on the Bedford Bulldogs. They're playing a quality team, and they're known, and Bedford's known for their defense here. So far, they have shown that they are up to the task.
Lanford changes direction, puts it on the ground, hits a leg of a Bulldog player. Now Scott tries to jump, and she is fouled. Eva Zink is going to be charged with that one.
Actually, Sarah Muir.
Sarah Muir, correction. First foul of the game, and it will be a shooting foul, putting Jay Scott on the line.
I was mentioning earlier that this Mountaineers team has played other New Hampshire squads. First free throw is good. They lost to Londonderry earlier in the year. However, they defeated BG. So they're 1-1 against New Hampshire teams. Second free throw from Scott is good. She's got all 4 points. 4-0 Wachusett. Bedford coming back. Annie Zink to Sarah Muir. She gets it over to McCarthy. McCarthy sets for 3, puts it up. A little short. Scott with the rebound. And in transition, it's Yurkis, goes all the way to the bucket. Puts it up too strong, and Eva Zink gets the rebound. Bedford quickly back. Annie Zink dribbles to Eva Zink. Watched by Scott.
Oh, wow.
Little forearm there, got away with that. Here's Muir driving down the lane, puts it up, rims it. Second try, no good. Third try from Laws, no good. Another one from Laws, and finally they get on the board. Juliet Laws on the 4th attempt gets it to drop, and it's now 4-2 Wachusett. Scott quickly in transition with the floater.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And Coach
shot.
Gibbs said that she is known for that float shot. So 6-2 now. Wachusett up here with 5:50 to go in the first. Annie Zink dribbles. Looking for an outlet. Finds Muir. Now Eva Zink. Annie Zink inside to
There we go. There we go. Yes.
McCarthy. Should reach in foul there on Yurkis. She's going to pick up a foul, non-shooting.
3 officials here today, Harry, so that a lot of those little things will be seen.
It is a playoff atmosphere here, at least the level of competition. McCarthy to Muir, gets
nice
a pocket
defense
pick.
there.
Yeah. Scott takes it coast to coast, lays it in. And a timeout called by Coach Gibbs to settle his troops down, as they've given up 8 points to Jay Scott, just like that.
It's Bedford versus Jay Scott.
Pretty much. And while we've got a moment here, we'd like to thank our underwriters that make Bedford Bulldog Sports possible here on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. They include Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. Thank you to our underwriters for what you do.
Yeah, I said there's 3 games left. After today, there's only 1 regular season game left here for the Bedford girls before playoffs start.
Yep, they're going to be traveling to Londonderry.
Another big game on
Tough
the 20th.
finish there.
Yep.
Londonderry in 3rd place with a record of 14-2 right now.
Yep.
Although they have Concord Christian coming up tomorrow. Here's Juliet Laws. Pulls up, puts it up, and gets it to roll. All 4 points, Juliet Laws. 8-4, Bedford trails. Scott driving to the bucket along the baseline. Keeps herself from going out of bounds and lays it in. All 10 points scored by Jay Scott here. Here's McCarthy putting it off the glass and good. It's 10-6 now. Mountaineers up by 4. Sophie Gibbons finds Yurkis underneath, and this time it falls for her. Finally, somebody not named Scott with a bucket. 12-6, Mountaineers up by 6. Annie Zink driving, cuts it over to Sarah Muir, who finds the glass. It's along the baseline there. Lots of action both ways. Here's Scott, drives to the bucket, floater. She's going to be fouled in the act of shooting. We'll see who gets the foul here. It's going to be Laws picking up her first, number 15. 2 team fouls here on the Bulldogs. I'm not sure. I'm going to assume they're going to play NHIAA rules here.
Oh, yes. This is a game in New Hampshire, so it's NHIAA rules.
So 5 fouls will
Correct.
give the opposing team the bonus, the 2-shot fouls. First miss for Jay Scott here. Second one on the way. That's perfect. So 13-8 now. Mountaineers are up. Bedford on offense. Muir directing traffic. Inside to McCarthy. McCarthy double team, cross court to Laws. Laws driving, pivots.
There you
off
go.
The glass, and we'll get the end one.
Gets one and one there. Nice play there. Nice reverse. Puts it in. We'll go for the 3 points there.
First foul on Tegan Lanfer, And the second team foul on the Mountaineers. Law's having a great game, but she's really continuing here.
She had a great game last Friday night.
She had a terrific game as well. She gets that extra one, 7 points for Laws. So she's really been developing into a key player.
13-11 here, 3:49 to go in the first quarter.
Here's a three off the mark. Laws with the rebound. Bedford with a chance to take the lead or at least tie. Give and go back to Laws, and she gets it. 9 points for her. It's all tied up at 13. 3:35 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Jay Scott. Lanfer. Still with the ball. Cuts down the lane. Tries to get it to Yerkes. Bounce pass. Yerkes could not control. Out of bounds and Bedford ball.
I think the Bedford girls just had to get into a rhythm. They started off a little slow, and now they got into a rhythm and have tied this game up.
Well, they had to kind of focus their attention on Jay Scott a bit. Here's McCarthy off the glass, too strong. She had Yerkes all over her. 3 minutes to go here in the first. Gibbons drives, kicks it out to Yerkes, is going to try a three, no good. Or correction, that was number 20, Maya Maziarz, with that three-point attempt in the game. Out of bounds, Bedford with the ball now with 2:52 to play. Andy Zink picks up a pick. Back inside to McCarthy. Looks like we're going to get...
He got the timeout. Looks like they're going to honor the timeout here.
So Bedford, quick timeout there. McCarthy on the ground. Kevin Gibbs, seeing that his player was in trouble, calls the timeout.
The official saw that the Bedford player had possession and granted the timeout.
So that likely saves the possession here for the Bulldogs. 2:40 to go, and it is a 13-13 tie here between Wachusett and Bedford. Coming up tomorrow, we are having a busy, busy week here, assuming the weather holds up, because we are having some weather coming into town the next couple of days. It's going to be boys ice hockey. 6:30 puck drop on Thursday against the Exeter Blue Hawks. That's tomorrow night. We'll have it for you on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. Players back on the court here after the timeout.
A little bit more explanation here.
Coach Jim Oxford getting an explanation, I guess, wanting to know why he was so quick to give the timeout.
No, I think he's worried about the position where the ball was positioned. That's why it's going to be out of bounds on the baseline versus 28 foot on the sideline.
Always good having your officials' knowledge with us here, Bill.
Inside that circle, that's where it goes.
Ball inbounded. Eva Zink with it. McCarthy thinks about the three, then puts it down. Annie Zink back to McCarthy. She is
there we go.
Mugged under the bucket. She's going to get a foul this time.
She looked down and make sure she still had 5 fingers left there. Looks like that was...
I thought they said the foul is on 2 on Jay Scott, I think.
Yes.
I thought they were indicating a shooting foul. Nope, so it's going to be an inbound here. Annie Zink down low to Laws, off the glass, and good.
Another 2.
Bedford up, 15-13.
It's going to be Jay Scott taking on Juliet Laws here. That's what the scores are.
Speaking of Miss Scott, she drives, this time kicks it out. And a running jumper there by Tegan Lamper. She pays for that. Little collision there. And
Eva Zink with the
foul.
foul.
Zink with the foul will put Lamper on the line. Lanfer yet to be in the score sheet here. Gets a positive roll. 15-14. Here's a chance for the Mountaineers to tie. Lanfer's shot is good. Back to a draw, 15-15 with 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Muir in the corner. Dribbles out. Gets it back to McCarthy, who's going to try the three. Misses everything.
Oh, nice play.
They're going to say it was.
She must have been out of bounds when she hit it.
Yeah, good attempt there by Annie Zink to get it off of Lanfer. Almost pulled that off, but they're going to say that she was out of bounds when she made contact. So the Mountaineers with the ball. 1:44 to play here in the first. Scott against Eva Zink. Out to Sophie Gibbons. Now Lanfer with the ball, top of the key. Lanfer into the corner now to Maziarz. Dribbles, puts it on the ground, turns it over. Laws gets it up to Muir. Muir tried to find Eva Zink too high. Couldn't. I mean, she's a tall girl, but not that tall. So corresponding turnovers here for both teams, and Mountaineers get the ball back. And now Grace Wolf in the game, number 4.
1:18 to go here, first quarter, all tied up at 15.
Gibbons to Scott. 1 minute to play here. The alley-oop to Scott, and Coach Gibbs told me before the game that is a play they like to run, the alley-oop, because Jay can get some elevation, Jay Scott, and that time a little was broken up there by the Bulldogs, and she wound up stepping out of bounds when she made contact with the ball. Another steal there by Scott. You got to be careful there. Scott lays it in.
Why, she's Division I bound. Another steal there, gets the 2. Under a minute to go here, 42 seconds. Mountaineers up by 2.
17-15 here. Laws inside to Zink. Now Muir gets it, puts a jumper up and
nice
off
shot
the glass and good.
For
4
her.
points for Sarah Muir, tied again at 17. 26 seconds to play here. Scott with the ball. Wolf is guarding her. Lanford's going to put it up from 3, no good, out of bounds, and that will be Bedford ball here with 13.7 to go. Another substitution, Lucy Gibbons comes in the game. Kyla Yurkus will come out for the Mountaineers. So tied at 17, here's a chance for Bedford with 12 seconds to go to try to come away with a lead here in the quarter. Annie Zink dribbles, still with it, cross court to Laws. Laws behind the back. Back to Annie Zink, a little too long there. Either way, it was blocked by Sophie Gibbons. So we're going to finish the game up here, or this quarter up, tied at 17. And scorers so far: Sarah Muir with 4 points, Juliet Laws with 11, Mel McCarthy with 2, and for the Mountaineers, it's Tegan Lanfer with 2, Jay Scott with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 points. And not surprised. I mean, she's already halfway to her average here. 13 points. She averages 21 points, and then the only other scorer is Kyla Yurkus with 2 points.
17-17 after 1.
BCTV and Bedford 105.1 thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage of Bedford Bulldog sports. They include Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate in New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. Thank you for your support. And we also appreciate the Tap House putting these games on in the bar. The patrons are able to enjoy our broadcasts.
A little happy hour and watch a little bit of basketball from the local
It's kind of
team.
strange playing a game at 4 o'clock. Usually we're playing at 7.
Yeah, when Andrew sent this off to me and said, can you be here? I said, well, I'm in town, so let's do it.
Well, glad it worked out.
Got a little busy a little bit later on, but, we got time to do this.
Annie Zink, now Sarah Muir, Wolf, Scott on her, back to Muir. Scott changes coverage, watching Wolf here trying to steal the ball. Always a danger there. Now Zink had Wolf there momentarily, didn't see her. Zink inside to Muir, try to put it off the glass.
There we go.
And the ball, on the rebound attempt, it goes off the Mountaineers, so the ball will stay with Bedford Bulldogs here. 7:31 to go in the half. McCarthy on the inbound. Yurkus back in the game, watching her. McCarthy against Yurkus off the glass, too strong. Jay Scott with the rebound for the Mountaineers.
I don't think Mel is used to playing someone that's her size, or if not a little bit larger, in New Hampshire.
Yurkus does have a couple inches on her, in fact. Now here's Scott with the jumper, no good. Yurkus tried to get the rebound, couldn't get the handle. McCarthy comes up with the loose ball. Bedford coming back. Muir has McCarthy, puts it up.
Oh, wow, she
And
got bumped
got
there.
away with a little contact
She
there.
got bumped there.
Quickly in transition, Lamfer along the baseline puts up the runner and gets it.
Nice shot there. Nice floater.
19-17, Mountaineers up. Lamfer with 4 points. Laws one-on-one. She takes the jumper for 2. Off the mark. Yurkus with the rebound.
Just trying to find the distance there.
Here's Gibbons. Still dribbling. Picks up a pick there. Now Wolf gets her. Now along the baseline. There's a hip check there on Lamfer, I believe.
It's going to be Laws with the foul.
So Laws picks up her second foul there. First team foul in the quarter. Don't forget 5 team fouls in a quarter puts you in the bonus here in New Hampshire. Want to say hello to our Mountaineer fans that are watching us streaming down in Holden, Massachusetts. Glad to have you along here on the broadcast. They get inside to Scott, and she gets a short jumper to fall. 15 points now for Jay Scott. 21-17, Mountaineers are up. Wolf almost gets caught in the corner there. They get that out. Muir pulls out, gets it inside to Eva Zink. And Eva Zink had the ball, had some contact there. They're going to call a foul. And I believe that will be on, it'll be on number 2, Jay Scott.
Her second.
So something to watch out there.
Yeah.
Potential foul trouble here on Jay Scott, picking up 2 early fouls. On the inbound, here's Eva Zink with the long 3. No good. Ball bounces off some hands. Back to McCarthy.
Very nice pass there.
She's got 4. 21-19. A nice kick save there for Sarah Muir.
Bring you back to your ice, huh?
Yeah.
Kick save and a beauty.
Kick save. Those days are long gone, let me tell you. Mountaineers inbound. Gibbons over the timeline. Watched by Muir. We're going to have a substitution here. Lucy Gibbons ready to come back in for Wachusett. Scott, watched by Zink, drives, puts it off the glass short, gets her own rebound, falls down. Hope she's okay. She's a little slow getting up. Surprised no whistle there.
No, I think she was up in the air and lost any balance there. So
Eva Zink's layup no good. Now here's the 3 from the corner for Wachusett, and it's good. Trying to get the number. That's Lamfer. 7 points for Lamfer.
Oh, there we go.
24-19 is your score. Out of bounds.
Nope, it's going to be a foul. 2 shots.
Took my eye off the court there momentarily.
Hannah Quinn.
We keep our own stats here. We don't have the benefit of statisticians, so sometimes we take our eye off the court, and it's going to be Muir who has 4 points so far. For first try for free throw, no good. Bulldogs 1 for 1. Now Lucy Gibbons comes in, and Jay Scott will take a little breather. Second free throw try here for Muir. Also no good. Rebound by Yurkus. Mountaineers get the possession here. You probably noticed that Muir wears that mask. She had a injury that she wears that mask as a precaution.
Yeah.
Makes her look a little like a superhero or a bandit. Yurkus
Depending on the movie.
out to Gibbons. And a contact there.
No.
Let's say
It's gonna
timeout.
be a timeout, 30-second timeout.
Jim Oxford calls the timeout for Wachusett here. 4:38 to go in the half here with the Mountaineers up by 5, 24-19. And some other broadcasts to tell you about coming up on Friday. Again, a lot of this is weather dependent because we are going to get some weather up here. Boys basketball, Londonderry Lancers come in for a 7 o'clock tip-off. That'll be on BCTV in Bedford 105.1. Timeout's over. Gibbons will inbound. Lucy Gibbons. And now Sister Sophie with the ball. Sophie, by the way, is committed to Endicott College. Lanfer, top of the key, still dribbling.
There we go. Yeah, you got it.
Offensive foul there, right? Pushing off. So Lanfer gets her second foul. .421 to play here in the half.
That one was clear right there. She just gained position by pushing away.
Little layup there by Zink, too strong. Rebound goes to Sophie Gibbons. Lanfer dribbles, drives, running jumper off the glass, no good. Grace Wolf with the rebound for Bedford. Muir up to McCarthy, back to Muir underneath for Wolf, double teamed, and she loses the ball. Are they going to say off of her? Nope, they're going to change their mind and give the ball to the Mountaineers. Did look like Wolf lost a handle there.
Yep, it did bounce off her, and it just was trying to tabulate that in his mind and made sure he had the call right.
Mountaineers in the offensive zone. Here's Lucy Gibbons. Watched by Eva Zink. Lanfer now. Lanfer still with it. Sophie Gibbons pulls away. Annie Zink on her. Into the corner to Lucy Gibbons. Drives the baseline. Pushes it out to Lanfer. Back to Sophie Gibbons. Her try for three off the mark. And Sarah Muir with the rebound for Bedford. Long throw to Wolf. Wolf stops, gets it back to Annie Zink. To Muir. Long throw off the hands of Wolf. And Sophie Gibbons gets that loose ball. Still with it, driving, turns around, pivots, tries to lay it up, and it's off the hands of a Bedford player. Off of McCarthy, I believe, so possession stays with the Mountaineers.
24-19, 2:51 to go in the second quarter.
Gibbons yet to get on the score sheet here. Lanfer gets the ball, pivots, hits the bottom of the backboard. Bedford with the rebound. Nice feed up to Muir.
Nice basket for Muir.
6 points for Muir. 24-21. Bedford trails by 3 with 2:30 to go here in the half. Sophie Gibbons runs in to a Bedford player, gets it to sister Lucy. Still dribbling. Finds Yurkus underneath, and she's going to be fouled, and we'll get the and one.
Nice pass into there. She gets the two.
And the foul will be on Mel McCarthy, her first. So Yurkus with 4 points, able to add to the lead here. Off the mark. Bedford rebound, 26-21. Mountaineers up by 5. Annie Zink thought about doing something, instead passes it away. McCarthy driving against Yurkus, pivots off the glass and good. 6 points for McCarthy. 3-point game, 26-23. Oxford just got Jim Oxford, the Wachusett coach,
got a warning.
Got a warning. Did you get what he was doing?
Well, I think he was doing more jabbing at the officials with no calls or any calls. So got a little boisterous there.
So you might have had a little problem with how McCarthy was pushing up against Yurkus.
Well, I think he had an issue with just last couple minutes of the play, and he just wanted to let the officials know.
So right there, loose ball. And they're going to call foul. What's the call here? Out of bounds? Foul? They're going to give the ball to Wachusett. I don't believe it was a foul. I think it was a possession call. Shot no good. Yurkus with the rebound. He gets it. 28-23. Mountaineers up by 5 with 1:44 to play in the half. Muir to Laws. Tries to get inside to Eva Zink. Can't get it to fall. A little too close to the bucket there. And the rebound goes to Lucy Gibbons for Wachusett. Bedford missing on some fairly easy layups. can't afford to fall too far behind here. And a positive roll for Lanford. Drops, and it's 30-23. Bedford trails by 7. McCarthy. Laws at the three-point line. Now she puts it down from the free throw line. Short jumper.
That was blocked. Oh, no,
I was going to say, it looked like a short shot.
That was actually touched by a Mountaineer player.
Well, the officials did not see it, so possession goes to the Mountaineers. Under a minute to go here as they have a 7-point lead.
The trajectory was changed, and that means the ball was touched.
Maziarz to Lucy Gibbons. Under 40 to play. Oh, great anticipation there by Muir. Tried to steal the ball, but unfortunately she knocks it out of bounds, so the ball will stay with the Mountaineers. Lucy Gibbons to inbound. Maziarz into Lucy Gibbons. Into the backcourt, now into the front court. Lucy Gibbons off the glass, and they're going to say a foul in the act of shooting, and it's going to be, I believe, on Eva Zink, her second. So Gibbons here at the line with 22.3 to go. Trying to get her first points of the game. Rattles in. 31-23, Mountaineers by 8. Second free throw on the way. This one hits the back of the rim, rebound Wolf. Tried to get it to Laws, she saves it from going out of bounds. Muir gets it back to Wolf. Now McCarthy for 3.
Good.
Gets it.
Nice.
9 points. Thank you. Sorry, we think alike, don't we? 3 seconds left here. Gibbons trying to get the last shot. Gets it off for 3 and hits the rim. No good. So that three-pointer gets the Bulldogs to within 5 as the half ends with the Mountaineers with a 31-26 lead. And the teams go to the locker rooms, and let's catch up on the scoring. Sarah Muir with 6 points. Juliet Laws scoreless in the second, but she had 11 in the first quarter. Mel McCarthy with 9 points, mostly in the second half. Now for Wachusett, it is, I believe Lanford has 11 points. No, let me check that. Nope, it is 9 points.
9 points.
9 points for Lanford. Jay Scott, fairly quiet in the second half. She did take a seat on the bench. She has 15. And then Lucy Gibbons got the 1 free throw. She's got 1. And Kyla Yerkes
with 6.
She's got 6 points. So we are going to take a little bit of a break here. Throw things back to the studio just for a few minutes, about an 8-minute break. And we'll come back with second half action here with the Mountaineers leading the Bedford Bulldogs 31-26. You're watching and listening to Bedford Girls Basketball on BCTV and Bedford 105.1.
BCTV and WB&H thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business, with branches in Bedford, Manchester, Nashua, and Derry. PrimaryBankNH.com. Delta Dental, providing easy access to quality dental coverage for every smile, from your younger years to your golden years, with the nation's largest provider network. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing healthcare to meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center, where meals turn into moments and conversations last a little longer. Murphy'sTapRoom.com.
Welcome back to Bedford High Gymnasium, ready for second half action. The teams are back on the court and warming up. Wachusett with the 5-point lead, 31-26. Real quick before we get any further, we want to thank our underwriters for making Bulldog Sports possible on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. They include Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate, New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. Bill Carter, I think we're seeing some of the effects of a really crunchy schedule here. This is the fourth game in 6 days. Yeah. You had Bedford, they had the last 3 games. They actually had kind of a rough time against Salem, a team that they would normally dominate, 39-26. So you can see there having to play a lot of games, having to play a lot of tough competition like Pinkerton and Concord Christian might be wearing these girls down a little bit.
Yeah, well, plus they are students. They do have to go to school. They do have to do their schoolwork. And so really it is a tough pass, 4 games in 6 days, but it's a good test getting ready for the upcoming playoffs because it'll make them rough game ready.
And the good news, bad news thing is that you're not finishing first doesn't cost you a bye. The boys' side, only the number 1 seed gets a bye, but in the girls, because they have an even 16 teams in the tournament, nobody gets a bye. So it's more bragging rights being the number 1 seed, but if they finish second or third, it's really all the same. As long as they're in the top 4, they get the home team advantage.
And the higher seed will get that home court advantage, which is always great until you get into the semifinals and finals.
That's when they go to neutral sites. So Wachusett with the possession arrow. Sophie Gibbons to Hannah Quinn, and now Jay Scott. We'll see if she picks up where she left off. The runner off the glass, too strong. McCarthy gets the rebound for Bedford. Quick transition, Eva Zink against Yerkes. Tried to feed it back to McCarthy, but Jay Scott was there to steal it away. Scott running jumper, good.
Takes off where she left off.
17 points now for Jay Scott. Here's a 3 from the corner for Muir. Good answer there by the Bulldogs. 29-33 is the score. Sophie Gibbons for Wachusett against Laws. A little bit of a carry there. Yep, they're going to say she carried the ball. That happens sometimes. You get the ball knocked out of your hand and your dribble is interrupted and it's kind of an inadvertent travel, but it's a turnover on Wachusett. Here's Annie Zink, Sarah Muir. Waits, looks for an outlet, gets it to Laws. Top of the key, and down low to McCarthy against Yerkes. Pivots, puts it off the glass, too strong. Rebound Wachusett. It's Lanfer over the timeline. Lanfer still with the ball.
Moving pick there.
Gets away with that. Now Quinn off the glass and gets the roll. Hannah Quinn into the scorebook. 35-29, Wachusett, a 3 for Laws. Or no, it was a 2, a long 2. So 35-31 there. Mountaineers with the ball. Lanfer dribbles, puts up a floater from the foul stripe. No good, a little bit short. Laws in transition, 2-on-1, decides to put it up herself. Too strong, McCarthy gets the rebound. Not good. Off the hands of McCarthy. They're going to say off of Yerkes' hands. I'm not sure about that. So Bedford catches a break there.
Well, you had that last basket for the Mountaineers.
That was a 2. That was a 2 for Laws. I thought it was a 3.
Okay, before that for Mountaineers, who'd you have that 2 point for?
Hannah Quinn. There's the steal. Sophie Gibbons, coast to coast. 37-31 now, quickly in transition. Laws will take another long 2. That one's short. Yerkes puts the ball on the ground, and it inadvertently off the leg of Laws, and it will be Wachusett ball. Laws just standing there, and the ball hit her in the leg. What are you going to do?
Right place at the wrong time.
Here's Jay Scott into the corner. This is Hannah Quinn to Lanfer. Watched by Andy Zink. Lanfer drives to the bucket, underhanded layup, and gets the roll.
Her first 2 of the second half.
11 points for Lanfer. 39-31, Bulldogs trailed by 8. Eva Zink trying to find an outlet. Gets it to Muir, and Muir off the glass and good. 11 points for Muir. 39-33, the lead down to 6. Scott takes a long 2, rims out. Laws with the rebound. Laws dribbling, decides to drive to the bucket, off the glass, and good.
2.
She'll get the +1.
And that'll be number 3 on Jay Scott.
So that's something to watch out here for. Looks like Coach Oxford's going to leave Scott in the game here. She's got 3 fouls. Or does she? They have. No, they haven't.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
I was going to say there's no number
They
12
hadn't
on Wachusett.
updated it yet. There.
Laws adds the and 1. Lead cut to 3, 39-36. Wachusett. Bedford fighting back here, making up some ground. They were trailing by quite a bit at the half, 31-26. Sophie Gibbons, cross-court pass, too long, and it's going to be out of bounds. Wachusett, Bedford ball. And I saw Annie Zink reaching upward. Luckily for her, she didn't touch the ball on the way out.
Did a quick look behind her to make sure nobody was there.
Yeah. 4:22 to go here in the third. Annie Zink, well, barely got it to Eva Zink. She's going to put it off the glass too strong. Muir blocked on the way up. Wachusett with the ball. Muir back quickly on defense. Lanford dribbles. Almost had her pocket picked. Nope, she does. Here's Laws one-on-one against Sophie Gibbons. Off the glass, no good. Gets the ball back off the hands of Scott. Laws is going to try for 3. Rims out. McCarthy, rebound. Puts it up and good.
Oh,
and the and 1.
And I believe that's on 2. Yes, it is. Number 4 on Jay Scott.
So Scott in a bit of a pickle here. 4 fouls midway through the third quarter. And we'll see if Coach Oxford will leave her out there.
Has sat her down.
So Scott Dyke takes a seat. McCarthy too strong, but gets her own rebound. Gets it to Laws. Cross court to Muir, thought about the 3. Inside to Eva Zink, too strong. She was off balance when she let that go. Yerkes with the rebound. Here's Sophie Gibbons from Wachusett.
She was expecting a bang there and never got it, never got bumped.
1 point game here. Wachusett up by 39-38. Lanford looking around, thinking about his shot, decides to put it on the floor. Gets it to Sophie Gibbons. Gibbons with a pick. Changes direction. Out to Lucy Gibbons, tries the 3, out of bounds. That was off the mark. And no good. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 39-38 Wachusett.
Just mark that. 3:20 and number 2, Scott, is on the bench in the third quarter.
Annie Zink to McCarthy. Over to Laws, into the corner for Muir for 3. No good. Rebound Lanford. Here come the Mountaineers the other way. Shot blocked by number 3, Annie Zink. They're going to give her a foul for trouble. So Annie Zink's first foul there. But it was in the act of shooting, so Lanford will have 2 free throws here. Lanford 2 for 2 so far from the charity stripe. Make that 3 for 3. 40-38 now. Lanford's second throw. Perfect as well. Lead back up to 3, 41-38. We've got a break here. Timeout, I believe, called by, was that Bedford calling a timeout?
Nope.
Nope, it was Coach Oxford at the Mountaineers. The next broadcast coming up tomorrow at 6:30, weather permitting. The Exeter Bluehawks come to Sullivan Arena to take on the Bedford Bulldogs, who are fighting to cling to the final tournament playoff spot. They need a win against the Bluehawks Thursday, the 19th, 6:30 p.m. on BCTV. And Bedford 105-1.
Just a little background on why the coach got a warning. In the past, the last couple of years, they've changed it. The only way you could have approached that was giving the coach a technical foul. So New Hampshire went back and say, okay, we don't want to give technical fouls. Let's give them the opportunity. So if that was a technical foul, he would be sitting and not be able to talk the rest of the game. So just
interesting to know here. But he right now, one more outburst and he would get technical, I assume,
yes,
right?
One more outburst, he would get a technical, yes.
Bedford inbounds. Annie Zink with the ball. Watched closely by Lanford. Gets it inside to McCarthy. Goes up against Yurkus, and Yurkus able to affect that shot. Great defensive play there by Kyla Yurkus. Mountaineers with the ball here. 2:17 to go in the third. Sophie Gibbons against Laws. Now Lucy Gibbons driving. Shot blocked. Gets to Yurkus. Out to Lanford for a three. That was a little short of the mark. But the Mountaineers get the ball back. Go ahead.
She was out of bounds. She was the first to touch it when it came in bounds. So that should have been a turnover to Bedford right there. You can't be the first to touch it after you've been out of bounds.
Lanford with the ball. Driving against.
Nice defense for Zink there.
Annie Zink there, yes. But they're going to say it went off of Zink, so the ball will stay with the Mountaineers. Eva Zink coming out of the game. Grace Wolf back in now for Bedford. Lucy Gibbons better get it in bounds. Almost a 5-second call, but instead we are going to get a foul call on Annie Zink.
Annie Zink, yes.
She will pick up a quick second here. Not a shooting foul. Gibbons to inbound to Yurkus. Back to Sophie Gibbons. Sophie dribbling. Over to Lanford. Waiting.
Yep,
Wolf reaches in. She's going to get a foul, though. Bedford needs to be a little careful here because they're in danger of, I believe that's their fourth team foul. One more, and it'll be a bonus for the Mountaineers. Lucy Gibbons. Over to Sophie Gibbons. Drives down the sideline. Muir watching her. Into the key. Bounces it to Yurkus, and Yurkus will be fouled.
And that'll be number 3 on the Laws. Actually, that's the fourth foul.
I have 3 for Juliet Laws.
Oh no.
No, you're saying the team foul. Yes,
Yeah,
correction. This is the fourth foul.
Team foul, yes.
So they're going to give McCarthy the foul?
No, 15. 50.
Okay, correct. They're going to correct that? Because the scoreboard shows McCarthy with her second foul. Either way, it's a foul shot for Yurkus, who gets it to roll and fall in.
Her first point of the second half.
42-38.
I guess they called that on
McCarthy. Okay, so we'll take it off the Laws. McCarthy with 2 now. Yurkus' second shot, no good. 4-point lead here for the Mountaineers with about a minute to go here in the third quarter.
The clock is all, the board's up. It was a
so
foul
we were right, okay.
We were right, okay. And that is now
the fourth team foul. 55 seconds to go. Annie Zink tried to get inside to Muir.
And she'll get fouled.
So kind of a desperation heave there. That was a low percentage hook shot. But she is going to get a foul here. Maya Maziars will pick that up. Her first. And Muir will go to the foul line here. She's got 12 points on the game. And that one rims out. Miss.
You've got to take advantage of these free throws. Tight game like this, you can't give up a point or 2 here and there.
Gets the second one to fall. 3-point game now. 42-39 here with 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sophie Gibbons almost lost the handle there. Still with it. The give and go quickly to Lanford, and they're going to say double dribble. So turnover by the Mountaineers. Bedford gets the ball back.
Down 3.
chance to tie or get to within one here with 33 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Don't forget there is no shot clock here in NHIAA ball, so
right. So
they could run the clock out if they wish.
Unlike Massachusetts, who does have a shot clock.
Annie Zink drives to the bucket, layup no good. Rebound by Yurkus. 5 seconds to shoot. Yurkus gets the ball back. Here's a three. It's perfect. Maziarz gets in the score sheet right at the buzzer. And that puts the Mountaineers up by 6, 45-39.
All right, as we
so I've got Sarah
here.
Muir with 13 points, Juliet Laws with 15, Mel McCarthy with 11. Just 3 scorers for the Bulldogs. Highly unusual to have such limited scoring on this team. Usually they spread it around pretty good.
So you have Muir with how many?
Muir I've got with 13.
Okay.
I'll have to do my math a little later. For the Mountaineers, Tegan Lanfer, she's got 13 points. Sophie Gibbons finally getting on the score sheet. Surprising that she hasn't done much. She's just got 2. Jay Scott, also another quiet period. She's got 17, only 2 points each in the last 2 quarters.
Unfortunately, with 4, and she's got 4 fouls too.
Yes, she does. That's she's been on the bench. Now Hannah Quinn got 2. Maya Maziarz with 3. Lucy Gibbons with 1, and finally Kyla Yurkus with 7 points. Real quick, underwriters. We thank them for making Bedford Bulldog Sports possible on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. Thank you for your support. Bedford ball to start the fourth quarter. Juliet Laws dribbling, top of the key, pivots, kicks it out to Annie Zink, thought about the 3, now puts it down on the ground, tried to get it McCarthy. Yurkus knocks it away. Mountaineers ball. Here's Lanfer driving to the bucket and gets it to drop. 15 points now for Tegan Lanfer. 47-39. Mountaineers up by 8. Baseline drive by Muir. She runs into a body. Mountaineers get the ball back. Out of bounds off of Bedford. So Maziarz will inbound here. And Bedford, one of the things that Coach Gibbs said they were going to avoid the press just to kind of save their energy, but it looks like Bedford's in the press now.
Well, you're down by 8 points right now, so.
Almost turned over there. Mountaineers able to save it. 7:14 to go in regulation. Lanfer still with the ball. Guarded by Grace Wolf. Changes direction. Got it right between the legs of Laws. Great pass there. Now kicked it back outside. Lanfer with it again. Still with it. Now finally inside the Yurkus, but McCarthy was ready for that. Steals the ball away. Tried to get the ball back. Saved the ball from going out of bounds, but the Mountaineers pick it up. Here they come back in transition. Quick jumper, and it's going to be a foul on Bedford. That shot by Lucy Gibbons affected by the foul. So shooting foul here for Gibbons.
Annie Zink.
Annie Zink with her 3rd.
Relatively foul-free game here. I don't think they've got into the bonus.
Close,
yet.
but not quite. So Lucy Gibbons from the foul line, too strong. Misses that one. She is 1 for 3 in this game. Another chance for Lucy Gibbons. Also off the mark, 1 for 4. McCarthy with the rebound. Here's Annie Zink. Leaves it there for Sarah Muir. She kicks it out to Laws. Laws going to try the 2, off the mark. Yurkus rebound for the Mountaineers. Wachusett coming back. Lanfer over the timeline into the corner. Lucy Gibbons back to Lanfer. That's going to be off the leg of Laws. 6:07 to play in regulation. Mountaineers inbound into the backcourt. Lucy Gibbons. Maziarz. Sophie Gibbons. Maziarz with it again. Now she gets it back from Lucy Gibbons. Lanfer. Quick give and go. Almost lost the handle there. Caught up to it. So it looks like Wachusett has gotten comfortable with no shot clock here. Long three.
Yes, I was about to say that.
By Lanfer. That's off the mark, but Sophie Gibbons gets the rebound.
And I believe it's a 25-second shot clock in Massachusetts. So totally different game when you don't have a shot clock.
Here's Sophie Gibbons. Mountaineers taking their time. They've got the big lead here by 8 points. Tried to pass it back to Sophie Gibbons. A little too high. Turnover on the Mountaineers. Bedford gets the ball back. They need to get some points quickly.
They need to take advantage of that turnover and get a bucket.
5:13 left in regulation. Bulldogs trailing by 8, 47-39. This is Sarah Muir calling the offense, gets it to McCarthy. McCarthy dribbles into the key, kicks it out to Wolf. Here's Annie Zink. Juliet Laws waits, looks for an outlet. Laws decides to run the baseline, pivots, tried to get it to Wolf off her hands. Turnover Bedford. Wachusett gets the ball back. Keegan Lanfer with it. Now 4:38 to go in regulation. Lanfer still with the ball. Now Sophie Gibbons. Looks like Eva Zink's getting ready to come back into the game. Lanfer. Yeah, the Mountaineers definitely taking their time with the ball here, getting comfortable without the shot clock. Sophie Gibbons, watched by Laws.
Well, that's going to turn Bedford into having the foul here because they cannot let this go 30 seconds every possession. Oh, nice steal.
Muir is able to predict that. Now they get it to Wolf. Wolf, I thought she was fouled on that play, but Muir follows up and gets the bucket. 15 points now for Sarah Muir. Cuts the deficit now to 41-47, 6-point game, 2-possession game now for the Bulldogs with 3:51 left. So that was a great play there by Muir, able to anticipate.
And the follow-up, too, to get that basket.
Get the bucket, yeah. I mean, they were just, Wachusett just taking their time, burning off clock here with no shot clock to worry about here in New Hampshire. So Muir forced the issue, got the ball without fouling.
Unfortunately, you don't have the stats of foul shooting proficiency, and who do you foul? Because it's going to get to the point less than 4 minutes ago, unless you can counter with a basket on a turnover like they just did there. It's not going to be a long game.
Well, judging by my stats here, it looks like Lanfer, she is 4 for 4, and Scott is 3 for 3. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 for 4. So
stay away from those two.
Yeah, so Lanfer and Scott is back in the game, number 2.
Yep, well,
with 17 points. But she does have 4 fouls. You can bet that if Scott is on McCarthy, Scott will probably back off and let her take a shot here. Can't risk another foul. So the inbound here to Scott.
And we've had Eva Zink on Scott all night. So
Eva Zink back in the game. Yerkes over to Sophie Gibbons. Eva Zink watching her Annie Zink very close. There's Annie Zink. That was Sarah Muir on her. Lanfer dribbling. Changes direction, drives to the bucket. It's going to be a foul, a non-shooting foul on Annie Zink. That could be her 4th.
Yes, it is.
Just a second team foul here on Bedford in this quarter. So they will inbound the ball. Wachusett will. with 3:23 to go, leading by 6. Inside to Scott. Loses the handle, puts it back up. No good.
But it'll be 2.
Eva Zink draws the foul, her third two-shot foul here for Jay Scott with 17 points, well below her average of 21. But Scott has been on the bench for most of the game here because of foul trouble. That one rims out. Wachusett not playing for the rebound here. Scott makes the second. She's got 18 points. Bedford inbounds. They've got 3:15 to work with, 7-point deficit. McCarthy with the pick.
Oh,
Ball off the hands of McCarthy.
On those bounce passes, you got to get them a lot higher. She's bending over to try to grab that.
So Wachusett with the ball now with under 3 to play in regulation. Sophie Gibbons dribbling, directing traffic, inside to Jay Scott. Puts it up, and it's going to be another foul on Eva Zink, her fourth. So it looks like the strategy is to get everything inside to Scott here.
Yeah, she's the player. So we need to find another way.
Another miss by Scott. Second attempt here is good. 19 points for Jay Scott, 49-41. 8-point lead here for Wachusett. Bedford needs to start shooting, maybe try some threes. Annie Zink out to McCarthy, who sets and takes the three. No good. Off the mark.
There we go.
Laws.
Yep. They had a blackout foul on Wachusett.
So the basket by Laws waved off. Foul preceded it. Foul will be on Sophie Gibbons, her first. Ball inbounds for Bedford.
I didn't notice. Did that ball go in?
Yeah, the Laws shot was good, but they waved it off because of the like you said, the push-out foul.
It doesn't always matter if the shot was in the air.
Oh, they will
good.
get the basket.
Yep, that's the play. The ball was in the air, so that's why they gave it that. So Laws with another 2.
So 15 now 17 points for Laws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And because of the foul, they'll retain possession here.
That is correct.
49-43 is your score. Coach Oxford not happy with that call. He hasn't been happy with the officials tonight at all.
Well,
McCarthy drives to the bucket. No good. Gets her own rebound. In and good. 13 points now for McCarthy. Bedford fighting to get back into the game, down 4, 49-45.
And that looks like it'll be number 5 on Annie Zink.
If it is on, yep, it is on Zink, her 5th. She will take a seat. Zink finishes with nothing on the score sheet. Very unusual for Annie, who normally averages 6.1 per game. Wolf will come back into the game here. 2:18 to play. This will be a shooting foul since that is the 5th team foul. You were talking about the bonus. We're finally in it here.
Yep.
So Bedford has no fouls to give. Lanfer, who has 15 points in the game, on the charity stripe, and she nails it. She's been perfect. 16 points now. 50-45, second one good. Wasted no time getting that one in. 6-point lead now for Wachusett, and timeout called by Bedford.
Actually, Wachusett.
By Wachusett, thank you.
You're so used to seeing Bedford sitting down here in front of us.
That is unusual.
Yes.
Don't forget, tomorrow, hockey, weather permitting, against the Exeter Blue Hawks from Sullivan Arena. 6:30 puck drop. And then Friday, again, weather permitting, boys basketball against the Londonderry Lancers. 7 p.m. tip-off on BCTV and Bedford 105.1, your stations for Bulldog Sports. We hope everybody down in Holden, Mass. is enjoying our broadcast on stream. We at BCTV and Bedford 105.1 do stream over the internet at bedfordtv.com. That's where you'll find all our channels. And, of course, the bedford1051.com website. You can pick up our audio stream. We're also on Alexa. Just say, Alexa, play Bedford 105.1.
All right, 2:18 to go, 51-45.
So a bit of an uphill climb here for the Bulldogs. They've got to make up 6 points here in 2:18. They have not been very good from three-point line, only 2 made in this game so far. So Sarah Muir dribbles, now pulls back to Wolf. Here's Eva Zink dribbling along the baseline. Scott gets away from her. And a nice shot there by Wolf. I believe that's a 2, right?
Yep, puts her on the board for her first 2 points of the game.
4-point game, 51-47. Jay Scott falls down. Blocking foul is going to be on Eva Zink. That is her 5th.
That'll be her 5th, yes. And that will put Scott to the line.
Scott has not been too good from the line. She's missed 3 of her last 6 attempts. And we are going to get Adra Casey into the game for her first appearance.
And
as
Eva has had a very good game against Scott. She's been the main defense against Scott tonight.
That shot no good by Scott. She stays with 19 points. Second free throw this time is good. That gives her 20. 52-47, 5-point game now. 1:42 left on the clock. Muir thought about the 3, got it inside to McCarthy, now to Wolf, who drives the baseline, kicks it out to Casey. Out to McCarthy. McCarthy's going to try the 3. Gets it. 16 points for Mel McCarthy. And that makes it a 2-point game here with 1:26 to go. While we got a moment here, let's thank our underwriters one more time. They make it possible to bring Bedford Bulldog Sports to you on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. And they are Primary Bank, Northeast Delta Dental, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Murphy's Tap Room and Carriage House Event Center. Thank you for your support of Bulldog Sports on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. So the Bulldogs clawing back into this one, making it a 2-point game thanks to the 3-point shot, just the 3rd one made by the Bulldogs. Normally a much hotter 3-point shooting team. They have not had much luck. They haven't actually taken many threes today.
No, they haven't. Again, 4 games, 6 days. The game plan against a team like this is not the 3. Unfortunately, I think McCarthy is playing against someone that has her size, has her strength.
Yeah, Yurkus has been a very difficult matchup for McCarthy.
And McCarthy's used to playing against smaller players and not having, even with the bump, she's able to pull through it. But let's see here, 2 points, the lead.
Scott with the ball. 1:22 to go in regulation. Being watched by Wolf. Pass over to Sophie Gibbons here. Law's on her. 1:11 to go. They may have to foul somebody here.
Yeah, this is down to that point. You get down to a minute.
Here's Lanford.
That is going to run it out.
Might want to foul Scott here instead of letting her shoot like she did right there. Wolf gets to the, you should have fouled her before she had a chance to put it in the bucket there.
Mm-hmm.
So 22 points now for Jay Scott, and she goes to the line
and
for the and
be
one.
Number 2 on Wolf, Grace Wolf.
And that one is good.
She's not missing now.
Under a minute to play. Muir kicks it out to Laws. Somebody needs to think about taking a 3 here. Casey over to Wolf. Laws has to get rid of it. Has it stolen away. Cross-court pass to Lucy Gibbons and lays it in. Maziarz with 5 points, 57-50. Sat on the rim, no good. Bedford with the rebound. Whistle here. We'll see who the foul's on. That might be
Number
on Gibbons.
Yep.
It is.
Her
Just her second. This will be an inbound for Bedford. 7 points to make a 3-possession game with just 25 seconds to go. I'm surprised that Bedford did not shoot the three sooner. Now here's McCarthy against Yurkus, and she gets that one to go off the glass.
Unfortunately,
now they foul Lanfer quickly. Muir does anyway. Her second foul, but they put the perfect Tegan Lanfer on the line. She is 6 for 6. 13.4 seconds to go. I want to thank our crew here. Our crew is Andrew Fenn, who is producing on site and also operating the camera. There's a shot by Lanfer. 58, now 52. Another shot from Lanfer. Of course, Bill Carter on color. Another free throw there. 59-52. They're going to call a travel. Now that Maziarz had pushed Muir on that play. That really should have been a foul, but it doesn't really matter either way here. Just 9 seconds to go. Into Scott. Bedford pressing. Gibbons into the front court. Knocked away by Muir. 3.4 seconds to go. The game will likely end here 59-52. All you fans in Holden, Mass. What are we going to call? Foul?
No, out of
Just
bounds.
out of bounds, okay.
Out of bounds.
As I was saying, you fans in Holden, Mass want to see this game again. If you go to bedfordtv.com, this game will be available on demand. And that is going to do it. Your final score, 59-52. Let's quickly update the final scoring tallies. Sarah Muir with 15, Juliet Laws with 17, Mel McCarthy with 13, 16, 19 points. So just 3 scorers for the, 4 scores. Grace Wolf had a 2 there in the fourth quarter, and that's going to do it for the Bulldogs. Meanwhile, for the Mountaineers, they had, 19 points for Tegan Lamfer. For Jay Scott, 18, 19, 20,
23.
21, 23 points. So she beat her average. Hannah Quinn with 2. Maya Maziarz with 5. Lucy Gibbons with 1. And Kyla Yurkus with 7. That's going to do it. Thank you for watching and tuning into this game. Don't forget our next broadcast tomorrow. It'll be hockey from Sullivan Arena at 6:30 p.m. So for all of us at BCTV in Bedford 105.1, thank you for tuning in. Your final score, the Wachusett Mountaineers 59, Bedford Bulldogs 52. So long, everybody.